realized I was abandoning myself. I knew the things I was doing wasn't in my best interest, but it was normalized to me growing up, so I never took it as, that's not healthy. But when you say it out loud, you're like, if you're not prioritizing yourself and doing things in your best interest, then what are you doing? Self-abandoning. But growing up, I didn't have many examples of people who put themselves first and took care of themselves. And the few people who did were always like ousted in our family and treated like black sheep, like, oh, so and so is so selfish, they don't care about nobody, yada yada yada. You already know how that goes. And so it's like I watched my caregivers just overwork and overextend themselves. They would go to work sick, like never missing a day, no matter if they were just on their deathbed. They're always sending money back home to our family, even if they're here behind on bills, have things overdue and late, you know? Or I watched them get into relationships with some of the worst people on the planet. I don't know where they find them from, but they get in these relationships and they never put themselves first, and it's like everything their partner wants and needs comes before what they want and need. And before I realized it, I took on those same traits and habits. But I never realized how much of an issue it was, because I'm like, this is normal. This is what people do. But then you meet other people who do prioritize themselves and do take care of themselves, and you're like, this is not okay. But it's like I found myself missing doctor's appointments or canceling or rescheduling because it didn't fit into my work schedule. Or I would be giving people my last dollar and I'm just like, I only got like $2 left in my account, but it's okay, you can have it, baby girl. Or I never made time and space for myself, and people need a shoulder to cry on, or they need somebody to come to this with them, do that with them. I'm like, I volunteer, I can do it, let me come. But I always found myself just like burnt out and unhappy and drained mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially even. But I'm like, this is not okay. But how do I stop? Like, where do I draw the line and be like, okay, Titania comes first. You need to put yourself first and do what you want and need. Do something in your best interest. So, starting now, we're going to work on boundaries. We're going to work on doing more things for me just because I want them. I need them. And we're going to start by going to dinner. I'm going to go get all dolled up, put on my nice fancy dress, some nice jewelry, if I can find my jewelry, and go out, eat some good food, get some good drinks,